Yo, what's good? It's your boy Diesel. This is Mood Monday, and today we talking about liking yourself. Because how you going to expect somebody else to like you if you don't like you? You feel me? You got to spend the most time in your life with the person that you see in the mirror every day. So why not like that person? You feel me? And so I feel like sometimes we worry about whether or not other people like the things that we're doing, the decisions we're making, the way we present ourselves, the way that we wear things, like our physical appearance, all of this stuff. We worry about how people perceive it on the outside, but we don't even stop and say, how do I feel about this? Like, I know that this outfit is going to look hard, or I know that people will think that this is cool, so I'm going to get this or I'm going to do this. But at the heart of you, how do you feel about it? Because if you never address that part of things, if you're doing things that go against what your insides would innately do, at the end of the day, you're not going to be happy either. Even if you start off like, oh, happy-go-lucky or like enthusiastic about it, as time goes on, you're going to know you're lying to yourself. Your subconscious is always where. So even if outwardly you say, all right, I'm gonna buy this and I'm gonna get this and I'm gonna go here, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna act like this because the outward appearance looks right, your subconscious is telling you, I don't want to do this. I don't want to wear this. I don't want to buy this. I don't want to spend this money. I don't want to be here the whole time. So the more you're ignoring that, it's just going to build up until one day you're going to look in the mirror and you're going to realize you don't like the person you're looking at. You don't like the things that they do. You don't like the things that they say. You don't like the places that they go. And you're going to be like, who the fuck am I? How did I end up here? So the most important thing you can worry about on a regular basis is, what does this say about me and how do I feel about it? What does this say about me and how do I feel about it? Will I like myself if I make this decision? Will I like myself if I hang out with these people? If I make these people part of my friend group, is their behavior, their thoughts, the way they do things, do I like those things? Let's just start there, because sometimes people will put themselves in proximity to others because of accolades they have or positions that they hold. And they'll figure, maybe this can be beneficial to me in the long run or in the future. But in the right now, you're not even enjoying the company of these people or the mindset of these people. These people aren't feeding anything into where you are or what you have going on, yet you're worried about staying close in proximity to them. At the end of the day, you're going to be harming yourself more than doing good for yourself. Because even if it does push you forward in your career, spiritually, mentally, it's draining and depleting you, or at best, just keeping you stagnant. So don't worry about who, what, when, and where, as much as you worry about, am I happy and do I like the version of myself in this moment? The version of me who is showing up in this moment. Is this who I want to be every day? Is this who I want to be seen by the world? For me, a big part, I don't say a big part, but part of the way that I handle things, especially when it comes to being online, you'll never see me do anything on the internet that I wouldn't feel okay with having my grandma see. Or even if it's something that I know, there's things that I know my grandma would be like, boy, and I'm like, you still love me though, you feel me? But at the same time, I'm never going to stray so far, whereas if Ethel seen it, she doesn't know where that came from or who that person is. Or she might say, I ain't teach you that. Everybody, you right, you didn't. You taught me the opposite. You feel me? But I just use that as a measuring stick to make sure that the version of myself that is in front of me is never too far from the man I've always intended to be. Over the last 10 years, I've definitely had opportunities to become someone other than who I wanted to be. And I have taken some of those opportunities. And the reason I look at it this way is because it happened slowly, where I just said, okay, I'll come along, or I'll do that too, or I didn't have plans. And being so free left me to be guided in a way. I can't say guided, but to sign up for things that weren't what I wanted or who I wanted to be. And it wasn't an overnight thing, but from being in proximity to this and that, and then seeing this happen and partaking here. And you feel me? I'm speaking kind of vaguely, but it's just as simple as like going to parties and then starting to drink, and then not only drinking, but getting inebriated and blacking out and partaking in, you know what I mean, sexual activities and situations that I might not have done if I wasn't in this crowd and if I wasn't this inebriated, you feel me? And just normalizing these types of behaviors and saying this is normal life and how things happen. They don't have to. I didn't have to become a baby alcoholic. I didn't have to drink on a regular basis. I didn't have to get used to blacking out. I chose this pattern of behavior after choosing to hang out with this group of people for whatever reason it may be, whether it was friendship, camaraderie, proximity. There are multiple reasons to it, but at the end of the day, at a certain point, I was just looking in the mirror and I said, who the fuck is this guy? What are you doing? Where are you? Who are you hanging out with? Why are you hanging out with these people? Why are you doing these things? And was this ever a part of the plan? And I just took a step back and I acknowledged that part of the plan was to build friendships and make connections. And part of the plan was to network and experience what life had to offer. But there are parts of the plan that I had picked up that were never part of the plan. And I just had to be like, all right, bet, leave those where I found them and return to all the things that you enjoy. What makes you happy? You like just going up in the middle of the woods and chilling for hours by yourself. You like going to open mics and listening to people play music and read poems. Like, what do you like, dog? You don't have to only go to parties. You don't only have to go to nightlife. You don't only have to go to events where liquor is going to be involved. You feel me? And that's when I found myself again and decided that everything I do in my life is going to be because I like to do it, not because the people who are there or who I'm going to be around. Just because I was in proximity to those people does not mean that they're feeding back into me or my life or that they even care about it. And then now that I'm in Hollywood in LA, it goes even more to say, there are parties happening every day. There's events happening every day. There are celebrities there. There are famous people. There are rich people. And I could put myself in proximity to more of this types of people on purpose. But are these events, is this lifestyle, is this speed of things what it is that I want to be doing? And am I happy because I'm on a rooftop pool party with strippers? I could give a damn. I like the view. And once the sun set, it's all looking the same. So like, will I go? Occasionally. Will I enjoy myself? If I'm there, because I'm not going to go somewhere that I don't plan on having fun or enjoying myself. But at the end of the day, I'm not going to pull up on a rooftop pool party and get drunk because I feel like I'm cool because of the people I'm in association with. And I'm not going to expect because I'm at this pool party with these people with all these connections that they're going to be looking to help me out or put me on. You feel me? If it happens, cool. But I'm not going to go there just to have fun. I'm not going to go there just to get drunk. I'm not going to go there just to be like, I'm peers with these people. It's not that serious. I'm looking for ways to better and improve my life while also enjoying myself with what it is that I'm doing and how I'm doing it. I don't care a damn whether I'm by myself, if I'm with unknown homeless people, or if I'm with the president of the United States and of Universal Records. It doesn't make it never mind to me if it's not bringing me peace and happiness. That's all I want. Peace and happiness and abundance. Peace and abundance is the only thing I'm wanting. I ain't got the need for nothing. You feel me? Could use $1 million, but honestly, I'll be happy with 10,000 right now. And that's just where I am with my life right now. Is I don't need it if it's not bringing me joy, happiness, and peace. I don't give a damn. Those are the only things that are important, and those are the only things that are going to matter in times of crisis, in times of lack. Like who you drank with and how many shots of liquor you kept and how many bodies you've laid down with, all frivolous, fleeting things. How much joy and peace can you get out of your life and fulfillment, and how much can you feed that into others? Now that's something I could think about forever. Lone Wolf out. Sorry if this was long-winded. I got to rambling a little bit, but no, it was all from the heart, and I meant every word.